And you also see huge, rounded brown stones that don't look like much to look at, but they must be very valuable because they're actually sitting in... what do you call them? The thing that like holds a crystal ball. They're sitting in one of those, poking out from the side of the wall, one on each side of this little room. In this room, you also see shelves of velvet-lined display cases, but this one, all the gems and jewels are set into jewelry. Crowns, necklaces, rings, tiaras, gilded belts, earrings, big gold medallions with all different kinds of sigils and symbols on them, all made out of precious metals and encrusted with gems. You see a couple of strange-looking pieces made of dark, twisted metal. You see ornaments made out of different kinds of feathers and shells, and all manner of jewelry in here. In this room, in the center of the room, by which I mean dead center, in that actual center square, we see a fire-breathing horror. So yes, Whoopi Goldberg.
It seems like maybe you should have led with that.
I figured Eldove would want to know about the treasure first. This creature, clearly some kind of fiend, but it has the features of all kinds of different animals, like patchwork together. The creature itself has the body of a giant bear, like a brown bear, but instead of claws on the end of its arms, it has bird talons that look wicked razor sharp. It has fiery red eyes, big curling ram horns that come out of the front of its head, and dragon wings, which is coiled out, which span almost the entire length of the room. As soon as you poke your head in, it opens its mouth and belches out this roll of breath, which encompasses the entire front of the room and just cooks your face.
Eldove says, 1 second.
I deleted my initiative order, didn't I?
It's on the other map, unless you forgot to save it, in which case, yes.
I didn't save it.
Oh no! I think Arik was on a 16. Fire Breathing Horror was followed that by 16. Khalil's on a 13.
Well, hold on. I can only type so fast. So who was after the horror? Khalil?
Yeah, Khalil was on a 13. Orphan was on a 12.
Yep.
Can't remember anything beyond that.
Zook at 11.
Zook had 11. And so Eldove was really low. I'm going to put Eldove at 6 just because, I don't know. That sounds good.
I think it was an 8, so it can't have been much.
Yeah, there we go. That's fine. That'll work.
Effectively, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
So, Eldove, it's your turn.
And Fred is on a 1, I'm assuming?
Fred's on a 1. We'll just...
Okay.
Deciding whether or not fuck this guy, or...
I mean, he has dragon wings and he belted you with fire. I think you need to show him who's boss.
Yeah, you're right. Fuck this guy. And, that, by the way, that was Arik's voice speaking into my head. And Eldove heads into the room. I'm gonna head over here.
Okay.
Chanting to himself as he goes, before he becomes wreathed in flames.
Okay, now standing in that space, you can see relatively clearly into room number 5 down there. And that room... has antiques, household treasures. You see elaborate hand-blown glass goblets, silver tea sets and spoons, inlaid wooden end tables, plush wool rugs, tiny jade sculptures, delicately painted vases, tiny golden idols of various gods and deities, and gilt-framed portraits of saints. All kinds of decorative treasure inside of that room there.
Burn it! Sorry.
No, I'm gonna make a quick check on to see if this guy, even though he fire breathes, if he's immune to fire. And I'm gonna hit him with a... spending a couple sorcery points. Let me open up a pad for that.
So your action was to do your investiture of flame?
Right.
Okay, and then
now I'm using a portion of that to do a investiture of flame attack.
Okay. So that requires you to spend a sorcery point?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he needs to make a dex saving throw unless he's not going to take any damage from fire.
And he fails.
That's 14 plus 8 is 22. 24 plus 5 is 29 fire damage.
29? Okay.
If he's immune, he's immune. If he resists, he doesn't.
Okay. And you definitely catch him with the flames that come out of your body and into the creature. And he recoils from them, but you notice his feet don't move from that spot. And you definitely seem to harm him. Definitely seem to do some damage. He's not happy. Arik.
Alright. I will come inside.
Okay. Yeah, all you guys know is that Eldove moved through the door. That's all you saw.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Arik, you move in. You see that Eldove, your fire reaches out in 5 feet in all directions. Yes.
5 feet in all directions.
Okay, so you see Eldove as you step through, his body wreathed in flame, and you see just as you step through, the creature in the middle of the room is recoiling from what looked to be a very potent fire attack.
I bet.
Hey, Arik, glad you could join us.
Thanks.
So what do you
Good
do?
to be here. I'm looking up a spell is what I'm doing.
Assholes think they can use fire. I use fire.
Oh, no, that will hit everyone.
Actually, Arik, I'm sorry.
I can't cast that.
I messed something up for a second. Step back out of the room real quick.
Oh. Okay.
Eldove. I need you to make... What do I need you to make?
Cookies?
Wisdom saving throw.
So, a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, saving throw.
Okay. What's the DC? 23.
That makes it, by far. As you're exchanging bouts of fire with this creature, you hear it speak, and it speaks in words that you don't understand. But as it speaks, you hear its voice also in your mind, telling you to leave this place. But you're like, no, fuck this guy, he set me on fire. And then Arik steps into the room.
Is he speaking a language that sounds like Orphan?
No. It's not. Okay. I mean, you know what the infernal tongue sounds like, and that's not what he's speaking. And then Arik steps into the room. That was my bad. I fixed it, though. I fixed it.
Eldove responds in Draconic. The door's that way, asshole.
All of my spells are giant AoEs. This is terrible.
Remember, you now have a magical glaive that can shoot thunder and lightning.
Quarterstaff, not a glaive.
Yeah, it's a quarterstaff. But it's
a stick.
Here we go. This is something I want. No, this is something I want to cast. You're right. I'm just gonna go up and fucking beat it.
Okay.
Boom.
You step up next to it, and
what do I gotta do? What's it gonna do to me?
It's your turn. It's a question of what you're gonna do to it.
I thought I was gonna. I'm gonna roll attack because that's the thing I do.
As you do.
19?
That hits.
Alright, cool. So that will do... Alright, so that's 1d6 plus all the things. This. So try to roll the dice. Sweet! 6 damage plus... gonna Divine Strike it.
Okay.
Because that's the thing I do. So, take 2 dice. 1. Plus another 5. So that's 11 so far.
Okay.
And... There's something else. That's That is lightning damage, and then...
No, which part was lightning damage?
The Divine Strike, follow-up.
So first you did 6, right?
Yeah, first I did 6.
Then you did 5 lightning?
5 lightning.
Okay. Now what?
Eldove, if I push him back into you, does he take additional damage?
Does.
I believe so.
Yeah, alright, I will use, Thunderbolt Strike. At 6th level, when you deal lightning damage to a large or smaller creature, you can also push it up to 10 feet away from me.
Okay, so put him where you're going to put him. So when does he take that fire damage, Eldove? On his turn or right now?
Well, right now.
Right now, so go ahead and roll that.
That's 14 fire.
Is that unresistible?
Unresistible.
Right.
Any fire I do is unresistible.
You're such a twink. God bless you. Alright, so yeah. Arik, you step in the room and you give him a good whack with your quarterstaff, discharge a fraction of Osprum's power through it, and into the creature, and he gets blown back inside of the flames roiling up off of Eldove's body. Eldove, he's about to move out of your attack range. Would you like to do something about it?
I'm not sure. This has never happened to me before. Can I cast a spell?
Oh, you know what? Actually, no, you're not engaged in melee with him, so he can move fine.
Yeah.
No. So yeah, he darts across the room, spins around. Arik and Eldove, first of all, both of you make that wisdom save.
Making a
DC
wisdom save.
is 19.
Oh, Jesus. Oh.
What did you say that DC was?
19.
19.
Wisdom.
Yeah.
You made it? Arik, how'd you do?
No. 13.
13. Arik. So again, he speaks in this demonic language that doesn't sound like anything you've heard before. And in your mind, you hear, "Leave this place." And Arik, that sounds perfectly reasonable to you. And then he breathes fire on you again.
Eldove raises the middle finger, and then after the fire washes over him, raises the second middle finger.
So you can both make a dex saving throw.
I let the fire wash over me.
So you're going to fail this throw voluntarily?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Nope. 10.
70 fire damage.
I'm immune to fire.
70?
70.
Okay.
This fire burns so hot. Now, the plus side is, as this fire is cooking you alive in your armor, you no longer feel magically compelled to follow his instruction to leave the room.
Oh, I'm gonna leave the room anyway. Don't you fucking worry about that. I just took 70 fucking fire damage. I have 5 hit points.
Did indeed. Khalil.
Well, since these guys are already going through...
Derp. Walk on
what
through.
the fuck is this nonsense?
Arik's cooking in his own armor like a can of beans on a fire.
Okay, look at this guy.
Again with the
He
food
looked like
metaphor.
the guy that was yelling at me yesterday.
Does what?
Does this guy look like the guy that was yelling at me yesterday in the fountain room?
I'll be right back.
No, it does not. This is looks like a grizzly bear with dragon wings, ram horns, and talons instead of claws.
I didn't hear any of that leave this place shit.
You did not.
So, here we go.
Okay.
Alright, hang on. Okay. Plus 11 to hit. I dropped that die, I didn't need to... Plus 11 to hit says... I threw it off the table.
How did you manage to get from the middle of the table all the way to the end?
I'm magic.
That'll hit.
22 to
That's
hit.
good. Mm-hmm.
For... That wasn't a roll, but anyway. 16 for the first hit.
16 damage?
Yeah, 16 damage for the first hit.
Okay.
Second hit is going to miss with a 13.
Oh yeah, that misses.
Third hit. 18.
18 damage?
No, 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Okay, 18 does hit for 15 damage. I'm going to burn a superiority die.
Okay.
For... Save Wisdom. DC is 19, I think? 18. DC is 18.
What happens if he fails?
Frightened.
Okay. He passes.
Okay. But he still takes an extra D10 of damage.
So, okay, yeah, sure. Sounds reasonable.
Another 4 damage on top of it.
And how do you frighten him? Like, what did you do?
Well, I mean, it's the menacing attack combat maneuver.
Right, but what did you do that was menacing?
I don't know.
He screamed really loud while swinging his sword at him.
Yeah, that's
usually when you do that, the person voids their bowels and starts shaking at the knees. This one, though, turns, stares at you with his burning eyes, and he just licks his lips.
Well, for the shot.
Orphan.
What else we got?
Orphan gamely follows Khalil into the room.
Yeah, and you walk in, you see Khalil is hammering at this demonic creature with his sword.
What is happening here?
Hey, Orphan, we're gonna need to open up the end of the dead motherfucker.
She runs to join the other two at the fight.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna spend 1 point to get my full 4 blows in.
Okay.
Here's the first 2. There are 2 dice on the table. One's gonna go off the table. one's a 25 to hit. This one ended up a 29 to hit.
Yeah, both of those hit.
Okay. So I'm gonna grab some dice. Let's see, this is a 9 plus 12, so 21 damage so far.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend 1 key point right now to do a stunning strike. He's
Okay.
got to make a con save. DC is 15.
Or he's stunned.
Or he's stunned. Yeah.
He passes.
Okay. Yeah, I'll throw 1 more key point on that. Do it again with the second hit.
With the stunning strike again.
Yeah.
And he passes.
Okay.
Oops.
Then I'll just do 2 more normal non-stunning strikes.
All right.
Roll these up. I think the physics are back on these dice the way I like them. This is 25 and a 12 and a 22 to hit.
Both of those hit. Yeah, I did see that they tweeted out that they did some tweaking to it.
Yeah, it's
after we played last week.
So that's a 10 and a... So this is 21 more damage.
21 more damage. Orphan circles around the room. Stands right in this archway and just starts pummeling this thing. And you're raining the blows down on it. And you see its movement is trying to circle out of the way, get slower and slower, till it stops completely and it just slumps down to the floor in a heap. And as soon as it does, its flesh, all over its body, all over its wings, and its massive girth, starts bubbling with what looks like black tar or oil. A very acrid odor fills the air. Smoke starts roiling up off this creature. And inside of a minute, it's all corroded away.
Duke sticks his head in and goes, "Hey, what's going on, guys?"
It's like that community scene where he comes in with the pizza.
And Fred comes in after Zook and is surprised to see the carnage in the room, and you all watch as this thing slowly bubbles as the whole of it gets eaten away.
What the
Arik,
hell was that?
Are you okay, Arik?
He is so not okay.
Arik looks a little bit cooked.
On the plus side, Eldove looks fine.
Eldove, are you still on fire?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna not get within 10 feet of Arik, or Eldove.
5 feet.
Looking into the side rooms, if you see the 3 rooms that Eldove looked into already, and the 4th one, labeled number 2 down there, piles and piles of money in every description. Chests that are open, spilling out with gold, silver, platinum, copper coins. You see stacks of paper scrolls, stacked up in one shelf in order. You see piles of silver bars, silver and gold bars.
Zook starts twitching a little bit.
So yeah, we got gems, jewelry, cash money, valuable antiques.
Everyone
so now that
remind
we've
me
claimed this room by right of conquest.
So you're saying I can take some of this stuff?
Probably not.
No.
What?
Orphan shakes her head firmly no.
Oh, but
Orphan
okay.
gets the squirt bottle.
I need to add that to my.
Arik, how badly are you injured?
I have 5 hit points.
5 hit points. Fair enough.
5 hips.
Arik, do you want us to take a minute in this room?
So the demon's flesh boiled away, right?
All that's left now is just a puddle of just bubbling black tar where his body was.
Oh, he's dead?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah. Orphan finished him off. Khalil and Orphan did a shitload of damage to that guy in a very small amount of time.
So he didn't leave behind any eyes.
No.
So hopefully that's not the one whose eyes we needed.
I'm going to start casting Prayer of Healing at a level 4 spell.
If it's one of the eyes that we needed, he would have warned us that it would melt after death.
By him you mean Locke and not Brickroad, right?
That's why I
by him I mean
asked
Mr. Locke.
Okay. And what were you saying, Khalil?
I specifically asked. That's why Adam asked Brickroad, "Hey, this doesn't look like the same guy that yelled at me at the fountain."
No, this is some different type of fiend. And Arik, I heard a prayer of healing in there.
Yeah, I'm starting that.
Yeah, your mic is kind of low. You might want to put it back down your throat. So is everybody going to give
start
Arik...
casting a Prayer of Healing.
Nice. Everybody going to give 10 minutes to Arik for that prayer of healing to go off?
Yeah, Zook.
He looks like he needs it.
Yeah.
Orphan and Khalil, checking out these doors over here. They're both closed. Stone archways with heavy wooden doors set into them. But you don't see any locks.
Wooden doors, huh?
Orphan will try to handle it because she never learns.
15, 17,
it's not
17 plus 9. Everyone gets 26 back.
Great, I'm almost full, thanks. What? No, that was genuine. I was like 37 down. 26 helps a lot.
And then on top of that, I will cast Cure Wounds as a level 3 on myself.
Okay.
No, do I want to do that?
Short rest might be in order to burn some hit dice rather than burn your spells.
I can
level 3, right?
let me.
I'm full, so I can stand watch if you want to take a short rest in here.
Orphan,
Well,
are you
here
opening
might
that
not
door, or are
be
you
the
just
best
trying
idea.
the knob?
She's just trying the knob to see if any magic happens.
No, I mean nothing discharges magically, and you can tell the door's not locked, but you don't open the door yet.
Yeah. Okay.
Orphan's showing a little bit of uncharacteristic restraint.
Orphan, what's behind the door?
Hey, the stupid thing she just did was touching the door.
That's true. Khalil,
Yeah.
what are you doing over there at that door?
Investigation to look for traps.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll it.
Yeah, I'm casting Cure Wounds on myself since that's instantaneous and it's D8, and I'm going to do it at level 3.
Okay, go ahead and roll that. How'd you do, Khalil?
23 on investigation.
You inspect the archway of the door and the door itself and the heavy wooden bands that hold the wooden door together. Heavy metal bands that hold the wooden door
24.
together. But you don't see any obvious traps. You don't see any mechanisms. You inspect the mortar between the stone bricks in the wall. Looks safe.
All right, I am functional again.
Is
Arik
it locked?
is functional. No, it's not. You look at the handle, you don't see a lock, and when you try it, it gives.
Alright. Well, whenever Arik is ready, I'm prepared to open the door.
So what else is happening in this room?
Zuko's going to investigate this room with the antiques.
So you walk in the room with the antiques.
I'm gonna head into the room with the gems.
Well, let's do Zook first, and then we'll do Eldove next. Zook,
Yes.
you step into the room, and as soon as you do, I need you to make a strength saving throw, DC 21.
Oh, I don't think that's... I think that's literally impossible.
Why
for
don't
me.
you roll the dice and see how much we all can laugh at you?
Yeah, so -2 from that. So 14?
You step through, and you take a couple steps into the room and start examining the antiques, and then you collapse to the floor under your own weight. You suddenly feel like your muscles won't even pick up your body. Eldove.
Yeah.
How you doing?
And I'm not on fire anymore. I'm not setting all this shit on fire.
Okay. You need to make a Constitution saving throw. DC 21.
Gravity trap.
I pass.
You pass. Nothing happens. You're now standing in the room filled with the gems and the 2 large brown stones.
Can I get out a help? Or am I completely...
You hear Arik standing where you are out in the room. You hear Zook meekly say, "Help! Help!" from inside the antique room.
Help me!
What do I see when I look into it? Like him on the ground? Or...
You see Zook is crumpled on the ground. It doesn't look like anything's holding him there. There's nothing laying on top of him, but it looks like he's struggling, trying to stand back up, but just can't get to his feet.
I'm little. I'm weak. Send a strong guy.
Eldove, what are you doing in the gem room?
I'm just looking around for anything that looks either excessively like a mechanism.
Are you looking for pearls? Is that what you're looking for in the gem room? Is that what you went in there?
No, I've already got plenty of pearls.
Yeah, roll an investigation check.
Basically, I'm looking for puzzle shit.
Puzzle
Yeah.
shit.
That's a good description for it. 16.
Looking around the room, are you taking care to not touch any of the gems, or are you moving stuff around as you look?
That sounds like a loaded question.
It's a leading.
You know what? I probably would just push him to the side.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, in order to carefully inspect the back walls of the room, you do have to move some of these stands aside. You have to move, slide some of the display cases, and they move relatively easily. They're not very heavy. But you do what you think is a thorough examination of the back 2 walls of the room, and up and around the archway that you entered from, looking for mechanisms that might open secret passages, but you don't find anything.
Is there anything that looks like a giant eye?
There is not.
I kind of refuse to believe that that this room isn't watched.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna take another 30 seconds, like looking specifically for things that are set out on their own, like as an eye or whatever.
Don't even bother rolling, because there's nothing that's set out on its own. There's not enough space in this room to hold all the gems as it is. I mean, there are piles and piles of them. You're stepping gingerly around priceless gems that are just strewn on the ground, kind of carelessly as you step in.
So there's like stacks of stuff?
Oh yeah.
Is there anywhere in the room that you could see the whole room?
Yeah, pretty easily.
Oh, okay. Because I was wondering if...
You can see the whole room just by standing in the archway and scanning around.
Alright. Because I was thinking that the eye would need to be in a position with which to see the whole room.
So Zook's dying.
Alright.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
Khalil steps in to the
I'll
here
head
and
back out.
reaches down. And I'm probably going to have to make the strength saving throw here.
Yeah, as soon as
But
you
the
step
idea
in
is
and reach down to Zook, you make that strength save.
Hey, guess what my strength save bonus is?
Better than -2.
Much better than -2. That is 7. Yeah, 17.
How much?
17.
You collapse under your own weight. You reach down to take Zook's hand, and you feel suddenly your armor, your weapons, drag you to the ground. You feel all of the strength leave your muscles.
Wow.
And you collapse on the ground next to Zook.
This is some hellish
Can I-
magic.
Am I able to pull Khalil out? Or do I have to be in the room to do that?
Well, since I'm like
You would
right
have to
inside
step into the
door-
room to reach him. But if you step in and collapse next to Khalil, somebody could probably reach in and grab your boot.
Sure, why not?
So you're gonna
That's
step
for the
in?
wicked. Yeah.
Really?
They're actually a little deeper in the room than the doorway here.
Oh,
Moved then.
well.
Because Zook collapsed in the center when he walked in, and Khalil moved in to get next to him. So you're
in that case,
Okay, yeah, that changes things a little bit. I don't think
yeah.
Khalil would have gone. But never mind.
I did say Zook collapsed in the center of the room. He stepped into the center, and that's where he had to make his save. And then Khalil said he moved in next to Zook. Now we're going to see where Arik collapses. And then probably Orphan behind him, and then Eldove.
I'm not going in.
Eldove is sitting on the floor laughing.
Yeah, they're about 10 feet from the door. In a heap amidst all the...
I don't have
coinage. Yeah, this is the antique room.
Antiques.
Maybe you should throw them a rope.
We do have a rope.
Oh, yeah. That's totally a thing. Alright, yeah. I'll throw them a rope.
Okay.
Who's got the rope?
Orphan's got it.
I was gonna say Zook has some.
Yeah, you throw the rope and it lands like a freaking anvil on her head.
So who do you throw the rope to?
Khalil.
Khalil?
Yeah.
Alright.
And Khalil, this rope lands right next to you.
Try to grab it.
Okay. And then you get your hands on it, but you don't have the strength in your hand to get a really good grip. What's the plan here?
Can I loop it and cinch it around my wrist so that they can pull me out by my arm?
Make an athletics
It's gonna
check.
hurt.
Make an athletics check. You are at -5 to this check. Your DC is 15.
Damn.
-5, eh?
-5.
That is different from.
Do not. Yes, it's going to be different from. You're not at disadvantage, but it's minus, as though you have a strength of 1.
20.
20.
20.
How did you get 20? I thought you rolled a 15.
Oh.
You have a strength of 1 right now, which is -5. You rolled.
So I'm -5 for my athletic bonus. I still have a 5 proficiency bonus.
Okay, so you got 15.
Yeah, 15.
All right.
Well, he's saying he rolled a 15, got +5 from proficiency, +5 from strength, -5 from strength.
But he doesn't get the +5 from strength. Is what I'm saying. Right now his strength
right.
is 1.
Cancels it out.
Right, but he still got the +5 from proficiency.
Right, he got the
it's still
15.
20.
It's difficult to keep a grip on this rope. I mean, your hands, but I mean, you loop it around your arm in a way that you're pretty sure will hold even if your grip doesn't. And it takes a lot of work. It is exhausting making your arm move and loop and tie a knot in this rope. But eventually you feel like that's as good as you're going to get it.
Pull it!
So Orphan will give it a tug, try and pull Khalil out of the room.
You hear the scraping of Khalil's armor as you pull him across the stone, across the threshold of the archway. And once he's clear of the archway, Khalil, after 30 or 40 seconds, your strength returns to you.
Okay.
Alright,
Zook is still laying helpless in the center
want
of
to
the
try
room.
that again? Let's do it.
There's no way in the world that Zook is gonna make that check.
Khalil, can you see if there's a special magic on the doorway? I'm trying to figure out if it's
detect magic.
I'm trying to figure. Looking into the room, it looks like the air itself. It doesn't look like the treasure is emanating any magic. It doesn't look like the walls or doorway are emanating anymore. But there is
It looks like
very
just stepping
powerful
into
magic.
the room causes that magic to happen.
So, here's
so
my
it's
idea.
the room itself. Okay.
Here's my idea, right? We take Khalil here, we tie the rope around his waist, and we send him in. And if he collapses this time, then we know that the magic is going to affect him. Otherwise, maybe he'll save against it?
And then that makes sense. And then if he falls again, we can pull him out, and then he can go back in and try again.
So is that the plan?
All right. Once more into the breach. Yep. Tie the rope around my waist.
Oh wow, it's raining.
Khalil undoes the makeshift knot that he's not really proud of that he tied in the room, puts a good one around his waist, steps back in. When you get to about the center, go ahead and make that strength save again.
Oh yeah, that's 25 right there.
You feel all the weight of your bones and your armor and your clothing even feels heavy in here. The hair on your head is dragging you down, but this time you don't lose your muscle. This time you feel like you keep your strength about you.
Grab Zook, drag him out of the room.
And you do. And Zook, after 30 or 40 seconds, you feel your muscles are responding to your orders again. You feel like you can move again.
Every time I've almost died in this campaign has been from loss of strength.
Here go. This is another good story from my memoir, traveling across Trennis with just a rope.
Alright, undo the knot at my waist. Alright. The hell
And
is this room?
Orphan goes over to Zook and says, "Now, what did I say the first time?"
I don't... What? Huh?
No. No.
I wasn't stealing. I was looking for clues. I wasn't gonna steal.
No.
That's why I went
Zook,
to
that
the...
room I was in seemed fine.
That's why I wasn't going to the... That's why I wasn't going for the shinies. I went to the antiques room.
Orphan just gives him a very disapproving, stern look.
Orphan whacks him on the schnoz with a rolled-up newspaper.
Duke just gonna lay here for a minute, if that's okay with everyone.
Alright, so this door right here,
Yeah.
I'm gonna open it.
Open it up. Okay, it's open.
Yep. What's inside?
Business time.
You look through and you see the narrow hallways that I described to Eldove a little while ago. Looks very dark inside, very dimly illuminated from lanterns somewhere outside of your field of vision.
But naturally, not through a portal, that's just what's actually on the other side of that door?
You're not looking.
Oh, okay.
Khalil's looking.
Yeah, what is it? Yeah, so...
You can't tell
But
where the
it is
illumination's coming from. You just see the light shining dimly, very dimly somewhere off to your left, around a corner, and then somewhat stronger somewhere off to your right, around a corner.
Cycle on detect magic.
And you get the residual magic from the hut.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, you're fine. You don't need dark vision because there's actual illumination in here.
I do have dark vision.
No, you can't use them both at once, though.
Eh.
It's a light switch. You get one of the three, but not two at a time. See it, you see the hallways.
Alright.
What kind of action is it to switch between the two?
It takes him a standard action.
Standard action. That's why when I was outside the hut I had to do my action surge to sell through in one turn.
What he's actually doing is a series of blinks with that eye. Okay, so Khalil closes the wooden door, moves across the room.
Yep. Let's check this door.
Okay. And you look through,
Yep.
and when you pull it open, you poke your head through. Directly in front of you, by which sitting up against the wall you're looking at, is a very lavish sofa. You're looking over the back of it, which tells you that you're peeking through a secret door. And looking around, you see the bedroom that I described to Eldove earlier.
Close that door quickly.
Closed.
I recommend
Turn around
hallway.
and yeah, fellas, that bedroom is over there.
Alright, well, let's just put a sign on that door. Never open ever. Not even once.
Well, too late on that.
Not even twice.
Okay, and then what?
Better.
Right, so are we going to go through the hallway?
I suppose. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, bear with me 1 second, because this is kind of a complicated map. But I think we can manage it.
Oh, good lord.
Oh boy.
Well,
This seems fine.
You realize you're coming through a secret door in a stone wall here.
Oh my god, all
And
these doors.
let's keep the marching order. Right now, Khalil steps through first. So Khalil, we're going to put you on this square to start with.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm
These circles
moving there
here
now.
are lanterns set along the wall. You can't see the physical lanterns where you're from now. You're standing you got 7 foot of hallway on each side of you. Each one turns off in the direction you're looking at.
Okay. I will pop over here. Are those lanterns enchanted?
No, but they're giving off very faint light. You see maybe a very tiny bit of oil in the bottom of it.
Okay,
The
so
fuel's
these are
almost
magical. So this isn't magical light.
No, this is regular light,
All right.
and it's very dim.
Well, at least okay. So and dark vision, just to the end of the hallway. Nothing too spectacular down the hallway.
You
Just the door
see,
here and the door there.
yeah, you see the two doors. One on the right side, right next to you here. One on the left side, a little ways up. And these just look to be standard wooden doors set into the wall.
If anyone has any objections, I'll check this door out. Investigation for traps.
Okay, roll that investigation check.
That was me pulling the die out of the thing. It's going off the table!
God damn it.
19.
19?
Yeah.
Yeah, you check around the door, and there doesn't seem to be a lot of mechanism for traps here. It looks like one of the least conspicuous doors you've seen in this place yet. The door would open outward.
Open toward me.
Yeah,
Try the handle.
unlocked.
Open it up.
Open it up. Roll initiative.
Wait, was he? Because I probably would have followed him.
Yeah. So you're standing behind him. I mean, everybody can roll initiative. Because I'm assuming everybody's going to come into this hallway eventually.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Orphan, your initiative first. Go ahead and place yourselves in the hallway wherever you want to be standing.
19.
Horrible skeletons.
How about you, Arik?
20.
Oh, was Arik leading the way? Oh, okay then.
No, Eric's
Oh, no.
not standing there because Khalil was leading the way. Well, you could have moved past Khalil while Khalil was
Yeah.
inspecting the door.
Well,
20, you
I
said?
would- Yep.
Okay. And Khalil, you got
A 10.
a 10?
So yeah, I am totally surprised by this.
And Zook,
By horrible skeletons.
17.
17? And Eldove.
What was this the one I rolled? The 8? Did anyone else roll that 8? I'm gonna call that 8. 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
I already forgot.
I'm seeing 2 8s on the table, and I think one was Khalil.
So I'll call the other one. Sounds good.
Horrible skeletons.
Oh, wouldn't you have some in the chest? Some actual skeletons?
Probably, but these are better. Khalil, what is your passive perception? Pretty good, as I recall.
Pretty ballin', yeah. It's +5 whatever's on my character sheet.
What's the total on
22.
it? 22? Okay. Then yeah, you open this closet, and immediately a skeleton springs out from the door. Throws out its arms, slams you up against the back wall.
Ugh.
So, what's your AC?
My AC is a 20.
A 20?
Yep.
Would you please make a strength saving throw?
Oh no.
21?
Oh yeah, that's more than enough.
Okay.
Doesn't have any muscles.
Yeah.
And
I stole his muscles.
on the contrary, this thing, when it shoves you hard. You don't see any muscles on it. You fought skeletons before, but this skeleton doesn't look like it's made of bone. It looks like it's made of granite. It looks like it's made of something very solid and very heavy. And you take 14 bludgeoning damage
Ow.
as you're thrown bodily against the back wall. And then it shoves forward again, tries to slam both of its fists into your chests. But you definitely sidle out of the way. And it just, you hear its fists crash into the wall behind you. Arik, what's your passive perception? Is 19?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You, sir, are not surprised. So you saw
No.
Khalil open up the door, and this skeleton dove out at him, threw him against the wall, and tried to punch him. You hear the loud crash as his fists impact the wall.
Is it just the one skeleton I see?
You barely see him around this corner. I mean, you see the edges of the melee as you're looking. You see Khalil dodge in one direction. But yeah, something horrible came out of that wall, and you're not surprised. You get to take an action.
All right. Well, Gonna go here.
Okay.
I just see the one skeleton.
Yeah, it's standing. It looks like it's just barely stepped out of this little tiny closet it was sitting in, and through. You see the cracks on the wall where it threw Khalil into it and then punched it afterwards.
Don't worry, Arik. To help you out, I added the notepad.
What? What?
He changed horrible skeletons to horrible skeletons.
Horrible skeleton. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go smack it with my quarterstaff
Okay, let's roll it up.
rather than use a channel divinity on turning one skeleton,
Yeah.
which is what I was
Legend.
getting at. And what the fuck with the rolling today?
Uh-oh, that doesn't sound good.
It's 6 on die.
16.
16. You whack this thing with your quarterstaff, and it's a solid hit, but you feel the reverb down the staff. It feels like you just tried to whack a boulder. No damage was scored.
What if I do nothing? I do nothing.
Well, I
That's
mean,
all I do.
You attacked it.
I did
Orphan,
attack it. That's
Your
all I'm doing.
passive perception is 12.
Yes.
You are surprised. You are totally shocked by the
What?
thing diving out of this closet. Zook, what's your passive perception? Are you not in the room yet?
I was planning on bringing up the rear, so I was probably on my turn going to poke my head in to see what was happening.
Okay, so on your turn you're going to poke your head in, but what's your passive perception?
My passive perception is 17.
Okay, then you can take an action after you come in.
Okay, so I come in to right about here. Can I take a shot from here? Kind of a weird angle.
Oops, I didn't mean to pick you up. I meant to use my line tool.
The line. Yeah.
It looks like I could make that shot. Partially.
I'm going to give him 3/4 concealment from there.
That's fine. I mean, that doesn't matter to me. Concealment matters not to me anymore.
Right, he does trick shots.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
Let's see it.
I do tricky trick shots. I'm going to roll this full attack, though. I'm not going to take the penalty. Wow, I wish I
all right
had,
then.
though. Damn. So that's a lot to hit. And my dice disappeared,
What,
as they do.
Yeah, because we loaded a new map.
Yeah, I know.
what was a lot to hit?
2, 3, 4,
Uh,
5,
you got
6,
round die.
7, 8. Nat 20.
Oh, yeah, then that's quite a lot.
All right.
And that creature is within 5 feet
Within
of a
5 feet of
a friendly.
me.
Right, so that's base damage will be, and I take the dice twice and the bonus once, right?
Right.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
So 6 plus another 6 is 12 base, and then do I just straight up can I just double this?
No, roll it twice.
Roll it twice. All right. Well, let's do it.
Or just roll twice as many die. Whatever makes you happier.
Well, I've already pulled 8, so I'll just do it twice. He can tell me if he dies from the first one. That's 5, 10, 18,
26, 27
24,
on that.
27. So that is 12 plus 27 is that's 39 so far. Is he still standing?
Yes.
All right, I'll go ahead and roll the next sneak attack then.
Well, I mean, you got to do all the damage against the first one. You can't split that damage up between 2 targets anyway.
No, I know, but it was more of whether to bother keep rolling.
Listen,
Is what
listen.
it is.
If you roll a crit like that, you
Yeah.
need to take pride in how many dice you roll. This is
10,
your time to take up as much time as you need to at the table.
20,
Oh, the Eldove School of Rolling.
Right.
30. This is a much better one. 32.
Yeah.
So that comes to a grand total of, let's see, 39 plus 32 would be 71.
71 total?
Yeah. Which I believe is my meatiest hit of the game so far.
And that was all just your bonus dice. That was in addition to your base,
Well,
right?
I have bad news for you. You
That-
loose the
that
arrow, and the arrow goes flying through its rib cage. You see the skeleton recoil from the shot. The magic on the arrow as it spins through the air, and you see it get blown back against the wall. It had an effect, but it didn't actually make physical contact with it.
Uh-oh. Bad news, guys.
Eldove. Investiture of Flame sounds good. Do it.
Yeah. Elder chants to himself, "Get fucked." No, I'm just gonna loose this with a fireball.
Okay.
Because I see a lot of doors in this room, and I don't know if I want to start building up spell charges.
Okay.
How's a 12 do?
No. 12 does not hit. So you try to throw a firebolt into the closet, but you've got kind of an awkward angle because you don't want to singe Khalil any more than necessary. And the firebolt explodes on the wall of the closet, but does no damage to the skeleton.
So it is a closet. It's literally a monster closet.
It's literally a monster closet. How do you like that?
God damn it.
God damn.
Damn it, Brick Road.
Khalil,
The worst part of Final Fantasy II, and you had to go.
are you going to take an
drag it
action,
out.
or are you just going to sit here and make fun of my closets?
A hallway full of doors. One leads further into the dungeon. The rest is all filled with skeletons. Yeah, okay.
This is where Brick reveals that this is actually the origin of the term monster closets.
16 to hit.
Okay, give me 1 second.
I really hope somewhere there's a closet of closets.
I'll have to read this later.
I really hope there's a closet of closets.
Okay, what happened?
16 to hit.
16?
Yeah. Does that hit?
No.
How about a 22?
That hits.
That's 10 damage on that.
Okay.
And ooh, just 1 point shy. But a 30 to hit for 16 damage. So
How much damage total?
It was 10 and 18, so 28.
28. Khalil's had enough of this skeleton in the monster closet,
Yeah.
and brings his blade down with way more strength than he normally would. And you cleave through one of its collarbones. Then after you do, whatever magic was holding it together fails, and it clatters to the floor. The sound of bones hitting the stone echoes through the hallways.
That's what it gets for shoving me against the damn wall.
I'm gonna mark this
Hey,
door
Khalil.
here, so we know
Khalil,
it's
you
been
know
opened.
what you should do with that door?
What should I do with that door?
Close it.
Yeah, totally. Gonna close it.
Okay.
Alright.
Now you should open it again.
No. There's absolutely nothing of value in there.
So you just move down the hallway?
Yeah.
No, it's not Orphan's turn yet.
No. I didn't realize we were still in order.
Yeah, we
It's
are.
like Eldove says, there's a lot of closets. Fred sees Khalil move down the hallway, decides to circle around and see what he's doing. Arik.
I am going to hold my position.
Okay. Orphan.
Alright. Orphan's gonna follow Khalil at a respectable distance.
Zook.
Seeing all these guys running on the hallway, Zook's actually going to hold his position, keeping an eye back behind them for now, so they won't get surprised from the rear.
Okay.
Sounds legit.
Eldove.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking about of opening the doors one over here, because that way I can actually hit something if it jumps out. Whereas with you guys, like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna blow you all up.
So which door do you open?
I'm gonna open.
So you're opening that door?
Yeah.
And can I get a drum roll?
Is it a skeleton?
I don't hear a drum roll yet. It's a skeleton!
Oh my god!
I told you to see this coming.
Oh, I should have readied an action. Why didn't I ready an action? God damn it.
You don't have line of sight from there anyway.
Oh. I
And
don't
yeah,
like
there's a
this
skeleton.
closet.
Very menacingly. And, you have an AC, right?
Yes, it's 15.
He hits an AC of 20.
All right, he pings off my shield.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, he hits me because my AC is now 20.
Your AC, so yeah, he still hits. Maybe a strength saving throw.
I was like, oh, I win on a evil, but no, he's attacking me. Oh, what do I have to save? Because I don't think I can make this.
DC is 18.
Yeah, I fail.
Okay. First, you take 10 bludgeoning damage as he brings these strong, bony arms down on top of you, hits you square in the shoulders, and you crumple to the ground, knocked prone. And then shield is not concentration, right? You don't have to roll to keep that up. That just stays to the end of the... Okay. So he misses the next... He tries to bring his arms down on top of you, but crashes into your magic shield and can't get through it. Arik.
Wait,
Yes.
do I lose my turn? Because I still have some movement left.
You still have some movement left? How much movement left?
Well, I only moved 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces, so I still have 2 more.
Then you can use the rest of your movement to stand up.
Yeah.
You need to use half your movement to stand up. Okay. I'm pretty sure if this were 3rd edition, that would provoke an opportunity attack. But fuck 3rd edition. Khalil.
If it was 3rd edition,
Yo.
Zook wouldn't do any damage.
Hey, Do I hear the motion coming from the other side?
You do. You hear combat. You hear the sound of a half-elf hitting the ground and going, ah!
That's what he's.
That's what he sounds like.
You hear like a bouncing sound as I ping off my shield and land on my feet.
It's actually a rubber shield. He's in the process of bouncing between the floor and the ceiling, trying to right himself.
1,
Open that
2,
closet.
3, 4, 5, 6. That's as far as it'll get me, and then I can use the rest of my movement to get along. I can use full movement to get over here next to Eldove. Actually, you know what, Eldove, you want to switch places?
Yeah, I'm standing up, so I can do that.
Woo, let's do it. That's my turn.
Okay. And Fred also hears the sounds. Comes around, peeks around the corner, sees what's going on.
Hey, Fred. Skeleton.
Yeah, it's horrible skeleton time. Khalil, you still have an AC, right?
No, I've grown beyond the need for ACs.
Ah. Pretty sure he hits you regardless.
20.
Yeah, he's fine.
Okay.
12 bludgeoning damage and make that strength save.
I should raise my dex so that with shield, my AC is 25.
You made it?
Good thing. Good thing I'm taking this hit for you, Eldove. Hey, guess what? I failed.
You failed?
Actually, no, Indomitable.
Indomitable, okay. Use that up that Indomitable. And the force of his blow thrusting you back against the wall, but you're ready for it this time. It doesn't catch you off guard. I mean, you feel your back bruise as it crashes against the wall, but you keep your feet. But he still comes forward to punch you, because he's a dick like that. But he misses.
Dick.
This time you throw your shield up, and just the force of his fists crash against your shield.
I've still got one more Indomitable. It's fine.
Arik.
I'm gonna come over here and supervise.
Supervise?
Supervise.
Yep.
You turn the corner just in time to see Khalil absorb this skeleton's blow with his shield.
My goodness, Khalil. Are you okay?
My
I
goodness.
hate these closets.
Orphan.
Alright, fine. Osprey's tits, are you okay? It's a better day.
Thank you.
Orphan kind of hears the commotion and wall runs along the wall, just to get over here.
Is that
help out with?
enough for you to take an action? When you get
Yeah.
there? Okay.
That's my orphan.
I have 55 movements.
You're fine.
Yeah. All right, then I'll just start punching the skeleton.
Do it. That sounds like a great idea.
Yeah. Let's see here. Okay, get my first 2 attacks.
Yeah, make physical contact. It's fine.
Sure, why not? This is a... What is that? It's a 16 and a 26.
The 16 will not hit.
Yeah, I didn't think so. So let's see. Here's a 12 damage.
12? Okay, hold on one
Yeah.
second. Okay.
And third attack, let's see, it's 28.
Yep.
With 11 more damage. So that was 23 all told.
Okay. And yeah, the force of your blows start pummeling the skeleton in the back of the closet. It feels like you're punching just ribs made of solid granite, but he's definitely recoiling from your hits. You're definitely cracking it more than it's cracking you.
Okay.
Zik.
Well, you said you wouldn't give me an arrow shot from here.
No, you don't have line. You definitely don't have line of sight to this closet. No angle.
What you could do is you could fire at Orphan, and Orphan could deflect the blow.
Oh my god. What if he crits, though?
No, yeah.
He's already killed one man.
What's Zook doing?
Wait, hold on. Time out.
Yeah, Nodal thinks that's ridiculous.
Is that actually a thing I can do?
If you want to, if you shoot Orphan, she can deflect missiles. If she has a class feature that can reduce the damage of any missiles fired at her, if she reduces the damage to 0, she can catch it and throw it back at you.
Can she catch it and throw it at something else?
That's a good question. Let me look that up.
While you're looking that up, I remember back when we were watching Fists of the North Star, Kenshiro gets arrow shot at him constantly, and he catches them and throws them back at the person who shot them at him, and they fucking die. Well, at one point, a kid fucking shoots a crossbow at him while mind-controlled, and he fucking takes it in the chest, and we all joked that was because he couldn't catch it and not throw it back at the kid.
So, in theory, Orphan could catch it and throw it back, but the question is, has Zook ever seen Orphan do that?
I have seen her do missile snare before.
So yeah, if you want to take a shot, at Orphan in the off chance that she can grab it and throw it.
My question is, can she throw it at something else?
Yeah, she can throw it at anything she can see.
Yeah, I'm reading it. The way I'm reading it is you just make a ranged attack with what I just caught.
Okay, so here's my question.
Don't do sneak attack damage, because I can't mitigate that.
That was going to be my next question: is do you get the sneak attack damage?
No.
She's standing within 5 feet of a friendly of you, so if you want to apply sneak attack, you have that option.
What I can reduce is my dex modifier plus my monk level plus 1d10. So that's base.
Zook, 5 seconds. Make a decision. 5, 4, 3.
I have no reason to think that Zook would do this since we haven't worked it out before. So Zook is going to ready an action. If the skeleton comes into the hallway, he will shoot it.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but bring it up next downtime, and we'll practice it.
Okay, I'm sorry, I missed that.
I was just saying to Nick, next time we have downtime, let's act like we actually worked on this trick shot.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Eldove.
Okay. I can see the skeleton, right? Because it punched me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Say second verse, same as the first. Nope.
Oh no.
So you're throwing a firebolt and it missed?
Yeah.
And you see it snake in between its ribcage and blows against the back wall of the closet. Khalil.
Alright.
It's sword time.
It's sword time? I should hope so.
It's rhyme time.
Rhyme time, motherfuckers.
Rhyme, not rhyme.
Can't have a rainbow without rhyme.
Alright, that is 22 to hit.
That hits.
16 damage.
Nice.
Second hit. 18 to hit
That hits.
for 13 more damage. So
Alright.
20 or 31.
Okay.
Third hit. No.
That's a miss.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure 15 doesn't hit.
And Khalil proceeds to cleave this monster back in the closet. And you're striking solid stone with your sword. And you get the feeling the only reason you're damaging is because you have an enchanted blade in your hand. But you're leaving marks on the bones where you slice at them. One across the back of the spine, one on one of the ribs in the rib cage. Fred starts reciting the musical verse of the fantastic story of Khalil, the man who was struck by lightning but stood to fight anyway. Khalil, you have a bardic inspiration die that you may spend.
Yeah. Is it a D8 or is it a D10 now?
It is still a D8.
Okay.
Khalil, you still have an AC though, right?
I do. It's 20.
I just crit you.
No, you
Oh
didn't.
no.
Oh,
nope.
you're right. You got that shield. Khalil,
Yo.
you're going to take damage as soon as I can get my dice on my desk here. 11 bludgeoning damage, and go ahead and make that strength save.
How's everybody's hit points?
I'm fine.
Well,
I'm 21 down.
I'm about 40 down.
What's that strength save? How's that coming?
I'm working it. Give me a sec.
I'm
I was
disappointed.
updating my hips.
Oh.
Safe.
Yeah, you're fine. Again, he tries to crumple you prone, but does not manage to get you to the ground. And I think that's going to miss. Yeah.
AC 20.
When the punches come out, again, you throw your shield up. You absorb both of these meaty hits as they come swinging out of the closet. The first one bruises your forearm. The second one, your shield collects. Arik.
Hello. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good
I
to
have
see
all
you.
my
Player
hit points.
characters.
Yeah. Some people think they're hurt. So
I'm
I'm going to
disappointed.
cast Mass Cure Wounds
Okay.
on the party. Because that's
Okay.
a thing I can do.
Sure.
Mass Cure Wounds. Nope, not that die. This die. This die. This die. Alright. And we roll the dice. Let's see. 9, 12, 21 hit points.
Okay, so everybody gains 21.
Mm-hmm.
That's helpful. Thank you.
And
That
the
is exactly what I needed.
familiar odor of fish hangs in the air.
Hey, fish.
Orphan.
Mm-hmm. Gonna keep punching since the last flurry of blows seemed pretty effective.
All right.
Let me get my dice up here. Alright, we got a 16, which is not going to hit, a 28, which will, and 25, which I'm pretty sure also will.
Yeah, the 25 and 28 are both solid hits.
Let's see. This is a 7 plus a... So that's 17 all told. I'll go ahead and throw in a key point to do 1/4 attack.
Not necessary.
Oh, okay.
You throw out your first 2 blows, you sock him across the jaw, and it shatters, and he crumples to the ground, a pile of bones.
Badass.
And Orphan
Close
turns
that
to
door.
Yeah, Orphan, she closes the door and she turns to the rest of the party. And she says, "Look, you guys can take point if you want, but let me open the doors."
There's a door right next to you.
All right. So, and Orphan will demonstrate.
Okay.
like so.
She steps back a couple of spaces and
Okay.
thaumaturgically opens the door.
And darkness falls over the entire hallway.
Oh.
Orphan, you suck at opening doors.
So,
Cool.
we're using a feature of Tabletop, though I've never used in the campaign before. Right now, all of you watching the stream can see the positions of the party, but the party can't see anything.
Oh no.
We can't even see ourselves.
Here's what happens next. I get to roll a bunch of dice on my end.
This is how you're supposed to do it. Click.
Yeah.
Orphan, that's not right. That is the opposite of right.
But it would
That
have
is
worked if it was a
anti-right.
skeleton. If it was
Oh,
a
and we can
skeleton,
see what the
it
right
would have been
doors
a
were.
Great idea.
We can see what the correct doors would have been.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that did wipe out your fog of
Your,
war.
your
That's
cards,
alright.
yeah.
I'm not worried anymore.
I think we're past that mattering.
I have a feeling they're all opening right now. Now remember, I have blind sense.
Doesn't matter. I'm
Matter.
just telling you, it's not going to matter.
But I can know the location of. Okay.
I have a feeling where this is going, and I'm blind sense. This is really cool.
This is a pretty cool feature.
So, here's what happens. Immediately, everything is plunged into darkness. Those of you with dark vision, it does not avail you. It is magical darkness. The lamps all snuff out, and you hear every door just clatter open. So for a moment, there's just this cacophony of doors slapping against walls. Then you hear the clattering of bones as skeletons start creeping out into the hallways.
Zook slings his. Oh wait,
No,
are we
it
still
doesn't do anything yet.
Yeah.
We're
Turn
still
order.
on
Never mind.
descriptive.
I have a question.
I'm not going to answer anything yet. What happens is there's illumination all of a sudden. You see the bones before you, just in the air. Zook,
Yes.
where you're standing, very suddenly you hear the clattering of doors on both sides, and all throughout the halls, the echoing is deafening for a moment. And, I think something else horrible happens here. Let me double check.
Oh, good.
You know,
And then tentacles.
right?
How good do you guys feel about me just fireballing us all?
Yeah, you know what? I have to add one more thing to the notepad now. Okay.
Player action.
Oh,
LOL.
God.
All you see, Zook, it looks like the bones of skeletons standing in front of you and behind you. They look like radioactive, just glowing green. Looking down at your own hand, you can see your own bones glowing as well. Just your arms and your hands. You can't see anything you're carrying. You look indistinguishable from the two skeletons, except for you're much shorter than them. Arik,
Yeah.
swinging behind you, you all feel the wrenching sensation of being teleported. You all have the sense that you're not standing where you were standing a moment ago. Arik, looking behind you, you see nothing. Just darkness. But when you swing back around, you see the radioactive outline of 5 skeletons in the hallway, looking around kind of surprised. Khalil, you as well are surrounded on both sides by skeletons. Eldove, you as well. Both sides of you. You see, Khalil, you see 2 to your left, 3 to your right. Eldove, you see 3 to your left, 2 to your right. Orphan, you see 1 in front of you, and off to your right is an empty hallway. But you see the glow of another skeleton coming up the way. It is impossible to tell friend from foe. Except for Zook is shorter, and Orphan has a tail. But nobody sees a short skeleton or a tail right now. Here's the rule. You can spend an action, not a bonus action, not a reaction, an action. You can spend your turn to determine if one of the skeletons in your line of vision is friend or foe. We're going to pick this back up on Zook's turn. I'm going to take a dinner break. It's about 10 to 8 right now. We need about 30 minutes for dinner. Does that sound good for everybody? Is that time enough for everybody to make a sandwich?
Yeah, that's fine.
And then when we come back, we'll get this encounter started for realsies.